Pie. What kind of pie is it? Oh, blackberry's my favorite. Aren't you supposed to put the filling in the pie before you bake it? Dear Tim and Moby, how can I remember the order of operations? From Anthony. Well, as Moby can tell you, doing math is a lot like baking. You can't just do the operations in any old order. Let's take a look at a string of operations. The items inside parentheses come first in the order of operations. You do the stuff inside the parentheses before anything else. Next come the exponents. 3 squared is 9. Multiplication and division are next. You work those from left to right. And addition and subtraction come in last from left to right. And we're done. Well, if we ignore the order of operations, there's no telling what we'd end up with. The order of operations ensures that everybody ends up with the same correct answer. Hey, good question. When you come across multiple operations inside parentheses, you do those in the correct order too. Then you do the stuff outside. So, once again, parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication and division, and finally addition and subtraction. Well, there are easier ways to remember this, like saying, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Stop it. You're confusing people. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Hi, and welcome to Miss Alexis' 8th grade Scholars Math class, where scholars are born. As you all can see from the video, it discussed PEMDAS. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What is PEMDAS? Take a few minutes to discuss within yourselves and your partners in the classroom. What do you think PEMDAS is? All right, I'm back. Let's see PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Speaking about doing things in order, I left my cell phone today. Oh my God. Cell phone is very important to me, so the first thing I normally do is wake up and put it in my purse. Well, looky here, I forgot it at home today. So what are some things that you do first? What are some things that you all do when you wake up in the morning? Discuss amongst each other, and then we'll talk about it in a few. All right, I hope that was enough time for you all to discuss. Let's talk about some things. Let's see, putting on your shoes. Do we put shoes on and then put the socks on? When you wake up, what are some things that you all do? Do you wake up, brush your teeth, eat breakfast? Do you all put your clothes on? I mean, those things matter. So you kind of see it's important the order that we do things so we can go ahead and go to the next things. So like they said in the video, it's important that you put the ingredients in before you bake the cake. Makes sense, right? Let's take a look. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. They said that P stands for parentheses. And then we know E stands for exponents. So let's put P equals here. And then this is exponents. I hope you all are taking good notes. And then let's move on to M. M stands for what? You're right, multiplication. So let's go ahead and write it right here. And then D stands for division. And what do you all think A and S stand for? You're absolutely correct. Addition and subtraction. All right, and again, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, that is the acronyms. It helps you remember what order to do first. And sometimes you say, Miss Alexis, how do we use that in the real world? Well, we'll just talk about it, and let's review for a minute. When you wake up, there are some things that you all do every day that you don't even realize it, but it's in orders. When you all go grocery shopping, and especially if you're shopping for a big family, what's the first thing you do? Put a quarter in the cart and take the cart so you can go grocery shopping. See, we use it every day and we don't know. So let's try some examples of how order of operation goes. We're going to go to a new page here. And then let's see. Simple enough. So, and the first thing I like to do is go ahead and put the acronyms on there so we can remind ourselves the order of operation. So let's see, and then what we're gonna do is every time that we do an operation, we're gonna cross out that letter so we can make sure we're not double doing anything. So let's see, the first letter is P. P stands for parentheses, so you wanna go back and look in your equation and see, is there parentheses? In this case, yes, there are, so let's go ahead and solve that first. And what I like to do is bring everything down, do one step at a time. So let's take a look. 5 minus 3 is 2, plus 2 right here. Now we're done with exponent. Yes, we do have another number in exponent, but it stands alone. Therefore, we won't need to do anything to it. Let's move on to our next letter. The next letter is E, and E stands for, you're right, exponent. So first of all, let's go ahead and solve it for the exponent, and then we'll cross it out. 5 squared, of course, is 25. All right. Now we had computed the 5 squared. Now let's take a look at our next letter. And multiplication. What do? We don't have any multiplications in our equation. So let's move on to the next letter. Oh wow, look at here. We do not have any division, so let's cross out our next letter. And then we have addition. So we have 25 plus 2 plus 2. 25 plus 2 is 27. 27 plus 2 is 29, I'm sorry. Therefore, 29 is our correct answer. And do not forget, go back to your letters and cross it out. Of course, S is the last letter, but we don't have any S, so let's just cross that out. Here you go. Take a few moments to look at that. All right, I'm back, and I hope that was enough practice for you guys. For some, we may need more than one practice, so let's go ahead and attack another one. Okay, I think that'll do it. All right, 36 plus 2 minus 5 times 2 squared. Again, we definitely want to write PEMDAS there to remind ourselves of the order of operations. Okay. First of all, we have parentheses. Do we have parentheses? Of course we do. And it just so happened to be exponents inside of our parentheses. So look at this. We're going to feed 2 birds in 1 stone. So let's go ahead and solve. And do not forget to cross out your letters. And guess what? Because we're feeding 2 birds in 1 stone, we get to cross out 2 letters this time. All right, our next one is multiplication. Let's see. Yes, we do have a multiplication because we have these 2 numbers that are being multiplied. This exponent, this parentheses remind us that they need to multiply. So let's go ahead and do that. And do not forget to cross your letter out. All right, the next one is division, and we don't have any division. But we do have addition and subtraction, so let's go ahead and solve. 36 plus 2 is 38. And then you have 38 minus 20, which is 18. And do not forget to cross out your letters. Simple enough? Take a look at it. All right, one more thing before I leave you all with a couple examples of your own to do. I hope you all enjoyed this video. For more information, I will tell you all where to go at the end of the video. But let's cover one thing before I leave. When you're doing orders of operation, you want to make sure that you do not fall into the tricks of inverse of operations. Let's see what I'm talking about. Again, we want to put our PEMDAS there to remind us of the order of operations. All right, here we have 38. I'm sorry, that's an ugly 8. So let's try to fix it. All right, 38 minus 2 plus 3 squared. Well, let's take a look. You might say, Miss Alexis, addition comes before subtraction. Sorry, we got our ass. And I know you all catch that, so good job. Miss Alexis, we forgot. We don't know if we should do addition or subtraction first. Well, take a look at this. When you all go to a conference with a lot of people there, what do they have? You're right, they have a name tag. And how do you read that name tag? From left to right. Same thing with math. You always want to read from left to right, depending on which one comes first. And you always only want to do left to right with these two. So let's box these together, and then let's put a circle around this. So multiplication and division, you can do whichever one comes first from left to right. Also addition and subtraction, whichever one comes first from left to right. So now let's take a look. That means I can go straight across. Yes, you can. So let's go ahead and solve. 38 minus 2 is 36. You have 36 plus 9. 36 plus 9, and that is 45 for your answer. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial video. If you need more information, go to missalexisb.com. And before I leave, I like to leave you all with a couple examples. So here it is. Try this out. I hope they helped. See you soon.